I'm Jake.
And Alex.
And welcome back to the JMC Reviews. Hope everybody's December is going well. With the new Avatar movie coming out, I thought it'd be a good way to go back and take a look at James Cameron's very first short film, the 1978 Xenogenesis.
Xenogenesis, man's ultimate adventure.
This will be the third short film I reviewed this year, except unlike those other two, this one's not really a student film because James Cameron didn't go to film school, from what I've read. This short was made on a budget of $20,000 that was raised through a group of dentists, apparently, looking for a quick tax write-off. And
what? Were they looking, was there some ads on one of the robots, or I don't know.
Hard to say. And,
okay.
the film...
Dentists! Okay.
Yeah, fucking dentists supported Cameron's first endeavor.
You'll be a dentist. You'll be a success.
Where are those dentists now? Oh.
Watch him suck up that gas. Oh my God!
And I enjoy the career that I picked up.
It was a little sci-fi action short that was apparently filmed almost entirely in James Cameron's own living room.
I could see that. I could see that.
I work out of the basement. What more do you need? Relax, this is just for starters.
And again, he didn't go to film school. In fact, at the time, he had been primarily working as either a truck driver or a janitor. But after seeing Star Wars on the big screen, he was kind of reinvigorated to be very creative.
He inspired so many. I mean, just the innovations.
1 billion years in the making, and it's coming to your galaxy.
The short was co-written and co-directed with Randall Frakes, who would later write the novelizations of Terminator 1 and 2.
So is it Frakes that I blame, or should it be John Cameron that I blame?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
I think it was mostly Cameron's passion project, but being his first time, he needed a little help. In fact, he described doing this short as kind of like a doctor performing surgery for the first time.
I'm now making my primary incision.
Nicely done. Beautiful job.
Well, I'll just let someone else tidy up here.
So without further ado, let's jump into the plot of James Cameron's very first short film and see what he was like before he decided to devote the rest of his life to making movies about blue Indians from outer space.
Yeah.
Europeans first came to North America, South America. We would do the same thing tomorrow if we could do it on another planet. And it's not really talking about what we would do in the future on another planet. It's talking about what we have to do in the immediate future on our planet.
You're a clever man, but you're not half as clever as you think you are.
The short opens with backstory exposition, accompanied by some very impressive illustrations. And
I agree, yeah.
They made him a machine, trained to deliver humanity from the final cataclysm. They built him a machine, the most awesome ship ever constructed, and with a mind of its own.
Fun thing is, those are actually done by James Cameron himself.
Really?
Yeah, the dude's got some mad drawing skills.
It's like concept drawings. Yeah, it worked. That part I got.
She was raised by a machine, but alone knew the power of love.
Of course. Yeah, that was the most interesting, well-constructed part of the short. Even though it's just pictures, the narration implies a much more interesting story than what we get.
So they're there to repopulate the human race, because the human race has been dead, what, 50,000 years?
That's what they seem to imply in the dialogue.
See, that part I get.
Together, they searched the wilderness of stars for a place where the cycle of creation could begin again.
The main characters are Raj, played by William Wisher Jr., who would later co-write the screenplay for Terminator 2, and Laurie, played by Margaret Umbel, who, as far as I can see, this is the only project she was ever involved in of any kind.
A waste of real talent.
Clearly the superior of the two.
She could have gone on to do some exercise videos or something, Jane Fonda stuff, you know?
4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, swing it out.
After that drawing lays exposition dump, we see Raj exploring what could be the ship or possibly a new world for them to repopulate.
That's problem number one. Not clear where they are. Are they still on board this ship? How'd they wake up? Is it time to start doing the repopulating thing?
Where are you? Raj, get back to the ship.
I thought this was a ship.
While exploring, Raj comes across what kind of looks like one of the killer robots from Chopping Mall. Enter the Killbots.
Okay.
Which we then see is a cleaning robot. It spots Raj and decides he needs to be cleaned and disposed of.
Oh.
This leads to him hanging for his life off a bridge on a really fucking deep shaft. Reminds me of Dark Star.
Video game.
Well, he's supposed to be hanging, but you can kind of tell he's just lying on his stomach. And when it seems like old Raj is done for, Lori busts in driving a spider robot and dukes it out with the laser shooting cleaning robot.
It's got lasers. Question 2. Where'd the spider robot come from? Was that on board ship 1 or ship 2? Rock'em sock'em robots. Oh, yeah, lasers. Question 3. Why does the cleaning robot have lasers? Simon?
That was loud. The battle culminates in Lori trying to push the cleaning robot over the edge. Raj is right behind it. Seems like he could be going with it, and then...
That's it?
I guess.
We don't even know how it's gonna end?
I guess not.
Oh, for crying out loud. Question number 4. What happens at the end?
Stop asking questions that there are no answers to.
Xenogenesis is pretty short, doesn't have a lot going on, but there is some reasons for that. The short was made, as James Cameron has put it, as a way to possibly interest investors to fund a feature-length version of the story. It didn't go that way.
This feels like it's a pilot for a TV series.
In a way, kind of was. The dentist, who apparently invested originally, pulled out when they saw the demo footage.
Well...
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I wonder if they regret that now.
I don't think so. I think they'd be like, we funded James Cameron's first short film.
However, and this
If
was
it's still alive.
This was the second reason Cameron made this. He also wanted to use it as a possible way to get people to hire him for other projects. And despite the clunkiness and lack of plot in many areas, this is pretty much a special effects short film.
Sure, yeah.
So Roger Corman, the king of B-movies, was impressed enough that he hired Cameron to do effects work on Battle Beyond the Stars, which set in motion his early career.
First film I directed, which I got fired off of, was called Piranha 2. And in fact, I got my first directing gig, Piranha 2, as a result of Galaxy of Terror. I was doing second unit directing on that film.
And if you put it in that same world as, you know, Space Odyssey and Star Trek 1, it's got that same kind of pacing and feel to it. It's not so removed from the era if you keep the context there.
Yeah, you can see a little bits of, again, Star Wars kind of in there.
Yeah.
With the lasers and the designs. And again, while there is some obvious cheapness in some areas, I think you can still give it props considering it was basically just a bunch of kids dicking around in a living room.
Yeah.
And as for the music... Bernard Herrmann is billed as the composer here, despite the fact that he was dead 3 years before this came out. And the reason he's credited here, Cameron borrowed music from his movies Jason and the Argonauts and Mysterious Island.
Where I come from, that's copyright infringement! Copyright infringement!
So, I guess it's kind of a good thing this was not a short that was meant to be distributed or actually make a profit.
The dentist didn't care.
Yeah, just show it around, hope you get work, and hope Bernard's estate doesn't sue.
Where are my fucking royalties?
An interesting thing I noticed is there are many themes here that would later play huge parts in Cameron's later films. Most notably, AIs, robots running amok, space travel.
Bad costumes? Oh, yeah.
And also having a strong female character.
Yes, that's good.
In fact, the final battle here, I mean, it's pretty much half the short, but the battle between the two robots is pretty similar to the battle between Ripley and the alien queen in Aliens.
Yeah, it's all her.
Push. Push. So you can see seeds planted here for what would come to be, and this is not that deep of a short, but if you want to see some cool, kind of impressive makeup as you go along effects, then I think it's enjoyable, and as always, it's cool to see where a big director got his start.
He'll put a smile, ching, dentist, on your face.
Most people don't like to go to the dentist, but I rather enjoy it. Oh my God, don't stop now! Bye. Bye now.
And it's pretty much available on like 10, 20 different YouTube channels, so go watch, and good luck finding one that's in semi-decent quality. And hopefully Avatar 2 is not a complete waste of preachy time.
I think it's 50-50.
Nope.
It's totally useless.